5 seed. It's for Clearan and Arrington over on mat 1.
And these two have not wrestled. Sherman was injured at the time, and it's going to be a physical bout anytime you wrestle the true freshman Caleb Henson.
Wealth of experience when you look at Zach Sherman, and he's been a good one for the Tar Heels. 4-time NCAA qualifier. He was an All-American in 2021, placed 7th. Last year at Nationals, he went 2-2. One of his losses was to Yanni Diakomihalis. Fell to the national champ 9-2. So Sherman, just a wealth of experience, and it's all about his health this year. To slow him down in a couple of junctures. Says he has found his rhythm, though, in the practice room. Very confident heading into these ACCs.
One of the surprising things he said, I said, when we were talking with Rashawn, I said, what was the quickest thing to come back, and what's taking some time to come back after the layoff? And he said his conditioning was the easiest thing to get back.
Sherman has been limited to just 7 matches this year. He re-injured his shoulder in late January in a loss to Clearan. And it was really an off-season of surgeries. He had his first surgery in April to repair his hip. And then in June, exactly 8 weeks later, he had shoulder repair to fix his torn labrum, which you see the big brace on his left shoulder right now. So a hip, a shoulder.
Hard club.
Trying to figure out a way to slow down Caleb Henson, and not many have this year. How impressive is this freshman run?
Extremely impressive. He just comes at you. And he said he wakes up feeling dangerous every morning. And this is what they should have done. You try to just lower him, and you try to test the patience of a freshman who likes to score a lot. Testing the patience. He's been here before. You said it before. He's an All-American. He's had plenty of time. He's wrestled against one of the world's best, and Yanni Diakomihalis. He understands this game.
See the hand defense by Sherman, not allowing Henson to get his hands in where he wants to. A couple of clubs from Caleb Henson in this first period. Go behind action there. Quickness from Sherman. Henson high steps his way out of harm.
So you wonder, does Caleb Henson say, oh, okay, I have to be very careful on how often I shoot. And I tell you what, Virginia Tech wants a stall call, but Sherman's done a good job of holding center. He's not playing the edge. He's presenting himself. And the coaching staff of Virginia Tech said, all right, they're fine. You just got to continue to encourage. Continue to encourage your freshmen.
Henson's choice, and he wants to start down here in this second period. Sherman will go to work. Scoreless 3 minutes of wrestling. Tight waist for a moment by Sherman, but not for long. Henson is away, and it's 1-0 Virginia, the freshman, the talented freshman from Cartersville, Georgia. Woodland High School for Caleb Henson.
And Henson has to, his motor is to go and attack, but you can see that Sherman is just going to be right there and patient. He's not necessarily going to just do anything to expose himself. And after that first shot, you have to wonder. And at this point, Coach Roby is starting to chirp at the official, letting him know, hey, my guy is the aggressor. He's shooting more. And I have to agree, he is shooting more.
Sherman told us he had the 2 surgeries this offseason exactly 8 weeks apart. So it would give him a full year of preparation, not just for the NCAAs, but his international aspirations. He wants to represent Israel in the 2024 Paris Games. So he thought with the 2 surgeries, and he used the minimum amount of time in between surgeries, to have them both repaired, that he would have a full training cycle to not only come in late to the NCAA season at full throttle, but also a full year of training to represent Israel in the Olympics. He has slowed the pace down successfully thus far. Virginia Tech corner really getting antsy. Sherman, kind of a half-hearted shot. Hand greeting from Henson and a 1-0 lead, and Sherman with a chance to go underneath. Coach Roby recently given an extension on his contract, and well-deserved and rightfully so. The job he has done in Blacksburg, and regular season title again for Virginia Tech this year.
And Henson is going to try and ride him. He's going to try and ride Sherman.
What do you expect from Sherman? First move off the whistle here.
I think he's going to clam, kind of get his elbows in and then try to work his way up. Sherman underneath. Caleb Henson has the ability to ride.
Tries to get up to a stand-up. Henson near the edge. And out of bounds they go.
You see the little thing that Henson did right there? Really smart move. Instead of just pushing him, he kind of stepped to the side and then pushed him. When you step to the side, it looks like you're trying to lift him. Maybe you're not. But instead of just pushing him out, he stepped to the side and then pushed him out.
Explosive stand-up. Good timing by Sherman underneath. It becomes a hand fight now, but the strength of Henson. Solid mat return.
That's a mean tight waist there.
Yes, it is, and they go out of bounds. Just 19 seconds evaporating off this third period clock. Sherman trying to figure out a way to get out from underneath and get the equalizer on the board for UNC.
Sherman again, back to his feet. It's a really tough ride here. He's not letting it go.
Caleb Henson, 5-0 in the ACCs this year. Only 3 losses on the season. His last loss back in early January to Yanni Diakonahalis, 6-2. So he too, like Sherman, has wrestled the best. Really efficient ride right now by Henson. Sherman is making him work, and he just cannot figure out the code that is Caleb Henson as we go out of bounds one more time.
On both mats, we have freshmen against very veteran seniors. And the freshmen are doing a good job of being patient and wrestling smart.
19 seconds becomes critical for Sherman. He does not want Henson to get up over a minute of riding time.
And here's the point. It's attempts. It's attempts to get out. It's not 5 seconds. It's your attempts. And at this point, Henson is attempting. He drops down. He's got the riding time in his favor now.
Caleb Henson has showed us a lot of things throughout the course of the year, but this ride that we're watching in this third period is impressive. Sherman is really busting his tail underneath, and he has matched him every single time. Another stand-up by Sherman. Another return by Henson. 40 seconds to go. And Henson will just keep tacking on, inch by inch. More and more riding time.
and UNC is upset. They said, look, he's just stalling. He's just stalling. He's just stalling. He's just stalling. I mean, Henson is working. I mean, what are you supposed to do when Sherman's sitting out? He's trying to bring him back to the mat. It's just a tough ride. You know how mentally tough you have to be to say, I'm going to just ride this guy out. I can easily lift him up, and just extremely impressive. I mean, this is extremely impressive by the freshman.
You aren't kidding.
10 seconds.
And again, an escape won't be enough for Sherman just because of the ride that Henson has put on in this third and final period. Caleb Henson in his first ACC championship appearance is going to move into the finals thanks to a 2-minute ride in this third period. A freshman with the ride out on a 4-time NCAA qualifier and All-American. The impressive season continues.
I mean, that third period. That is how you get on the podium at NCAAs. Seeing that 1-0, I can just, hey, let me just let him up and then beat him on his feet. He said, no, I'm going to beat you on the mat. I'm going to beat you in positions where a true freshman is not supposed to have the advantage. Impressive. I mean, this true freshman here, he's doing something really, really big here in Blacksburg.